When I became chair of the Parliamentary Friends of Falun Gong in 2011, it seemed the Chinese government was moving to make amends for the then dozen years of brutal repression of Falun Gong practitioners. We were also encouraged by indications that the communist regime was about to allow legal action against those responsible for the massive violations of human rights. Unfortunately, tragically, the extrajudicial arrest, the torture, organ harvesting, and deaths in custody have resurged over the years since, and victim families have been denied legal recourse. The Chinese ambassador to Ottawa says Falun Gong is evil, but it is the Chinese government itself which behaves with evil intent. In this year, when Canadian parliamentarians voted almost unanimously to recognize the Uyghur genocide, the Prime Minister and his cabinet didn't have the courage to vote, we also remembered the events of April 25th, 1999, when 10,000 Falun Gong supporters demonstrated peacefully in Beijing, appealing for the freedom to practice their philosophy in China. And we remember this April 25th, the persecution, terror, torture, and murder of practitioners that followed. I've stated before at our annual gatherings, as I say again this year, that I dream of a day when all Chinese citizens will enjoy the freedoms of speech and assembly, all of the democratic rights that we in Canada too often take for granted. I dream of a day when human rights advocates are no longer considered to be enemies of the Chinese state, of a day when Chinese television no longer broadcasts confessions obtained through blackmail and torture, a day when political prisoners are no longer subject to organ harvesting, a day when the tenets of Falun Gong can be spoken aloud in Tiananmen Square. Zhen, Shan, Ren. Truthfulness, compassion, tolerance. 谢谢。